to flex my love. I want to impress. And I want to carry my love to a place she loves. I want to impress.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kuli. So today we'll be learning how to make this bodycon dress with a keyhole neckline. I'm using 1.5 years of fabric or 1 year. I didn't really measure it, but it's not up to 2 years. So it's 11 a.m. here right now, and I will be going out by 1 p.m. and I want to make use of the dress. I'm wearing it. I'm hanging out with it. So I'm just trying to get it done before 1 p.m. Wash it. It has some stains, so I'll need to wash off the stains and everything. So I'm checking to see where the pad. I'll get my shoulder. My shoulder is 7.5. 15 divided by 2, 7.5. Then it come down by 1 inch. From there I'll take my chest line, which is 8. From that 8 I'll take my bust measurement, which is 39. That is 9.75. From that starting line again, I'll get my waist length. My waist length, I'm using 16 for my waist length. I'll still leave the tape, then I'll get 23.5 for my hip length. You will extend the lines, but I'll just take it this way. So I'll get my hip, which is 44. That is 11. My hip is 11. Sorry, I will get my waist, which is 32. That is 8. Then I will get my hip, which is 11. Then that 11, I'll take it down to this down part. That 11, I'll just minus 1 inch because it doesn't have any hand. I'll just minus 1 inch. Then I'll bring my shoulder down here to connect the line. So I'll do the armhole curve. Then I'll connect the line from my bust down to my boob, from my waist. Then I cover it to the hip. From the hip, then I connect it to that place that I took my listing. From your bust, you go down to your hip. From your hip, I don't want the hip to be too curvy, so I'll go through this way. So when if you are done taking the waist measurement, I place the tape from the starting point. I got 16 for the waist length, 23.5 for the hip length. Then I measured my waist, my hip without any allowance. Then connect from the bust down to the waist. From the waist, connect with a curve down to the hem. Then you do your armhole curve. And this will be my front armhole curve. So for the neckline, I'm not going to add any zipper allowance. For the back neck, I'll use, for the neck I used 2.5 for the width. Then for the back neck I used one which was too tight, so I had to adjust it. So if you're making this dress, use 3.3 inches for the width. For the back you use 2 inches. Then for the front you use 3 inches. The front the width of the dress should be 3 inches. The back length should be 2. Then the front length should be 3. So you just connect it and cut it out. That is it for the so you just place it. Use, instead of using one that I used, you use 2, 3. That way it will, and even if you are making it, even if you are making your turtleneck, it will still fit perfectly. I didn't really use that turtleneck because of time, and I just wanted to rush everything. I made the scene before, I made the dress before 1 p.m. and everything came out. So just cut it out, cut exactly the same thing. Then I've placed it, so you just cut exactly the same thing with the front. I'm done cutting it out, so we are going to be cutting the keyhole. So from that neck, from your the nape of your neckline, you come down by 5 inches. You come down by 5. If you want it lower, you go down by 6 to 7 inches, but I came down by 5 inches. So I got my chest line, which came out to be too wide. So I'd advise you to just use, maybe after getting your 5 inches, you go down by 1 inch. You go down by 1 inch or 1.5. From that your 5 inches, you place your tape, you go down by 1 inch. Instead of using your chest line, I used my chest line and it came out too wide. So for yours not to be too wide, just go down by 1 inch or 1.5 inch from your neck, not from your shoulder. So just draw out the line. So you just measure it very well to check if everything is correct. Then from your armhole, from that place, from that middle of the curve that you brought, you go in by 2 inches. From both armhole, you go in by 2 inches. That is where you cut it out from. After going in by 2 inches, you make a curve. Just draw the line so that it won't be that straight. Then you bend, you fold your fabric and cut it out. You go in by 2 inches from both of the armhole. Then you cut it out. And this is it for the front. Mine came out too wide. I had to pleat some parts, which you would not like to do. So this is the neckline that I have. Remember that you go in by 2 inches to get it. Then after so I'm using 20 for the sleeve length. So after getting the length, I'll come down by 4 inches. I'll come down by 4 inches. Then draw um a slant curve like you are making for S. Draw S, a slant S. Like you are drawing an S. Then I'll measure that sleeve. Remember I got 9 point something, but I'll use 10 because of the joining allowance. So I'm using 10, and this is my 10. This is my 10. Here my round sleeve is 7.5. I'll use 7.5. 7.5. My cuff, I'll use 4 points. Is 8, but I'll add half inch. Yeah, I will use 8. Sorry, I didn't add any number, so I'm using 8 here. So I'll connect it like this to make that. For the flare, you fold this way, you fold this way, then fold this way again. You fold it into two as if you are cutting, then fold this way again. Then you have it. I'm cutting. After cutting, I'll just divide the times for the both. So I'm using 2 inches for the circle. 2 inches for the circle. So I'll place my tape like this and mark it around. You place from this edge, you mark it round. Okay, so from that place you place how many inches you want to use, you mark it. So let me just use 6.5. Let me use 7 after folding it to bounce to 6. So I'm using 7. You place your tape and the marking 7. Place it on that circle and the marking 7. Then connect it very well. So I've gone ahead to cut the pliers that I'll use for the front to fold the front. Okay, but before folding it, before turning it with this, you have to join the both shoulders. I just show you the way you join it. Join both shoulders. If you are not sure of the neck that I'm going to use, maybe a turtle neck, after joining it I will not want to use. So you join the shoulder this way, join this one this way, join the side. After joining it, you will now test it to see if it's okay, if the opening is okay or too wide. If it's too wide, you just come here and give it a little dart this way. Give it a little dart, or here, anywhere you want to give it a dart, it will come out looking like another style. Give it a dart here for the wideness. So I'll just join it. This is the way you join it. You just start from one end, join it, the right side facing each other. Then after sewing it around, you fold like this and fold again, then fold inside. Or you can just